Hey guys, Jen here, welcome back to my channel. So, obviously, I did the thing you're not supposed to do at home, right? I bleached my hair. I think I did all the things you're not supposed to do at home. Because I cut my bangs, and a week ago, I took notes to make this video so I can make it really concise for you. I actually wrote in my notes to say, seriously, it's been over 40 days. And I'm nesting. It's like a double whammy. We're just lucky I haven't ripped out a wall yet. I wrote this last week and now we are not so lucky. So there will be some DIY videos coming soon too. So look out for those. Anyway, let's just get into this information really quickly. I want to go over like my hair levels and my hair health and kind of what needed to be done, and then I'm gonna explain the process that I went through to you guys, and then give you guys a little bit of troubleshooting information. Another thing is I wanted to make this video because I had to do so much research to get all this information, and I was hoping to make it kind of easily digestible at all in one place. Okay, so number one, let's go over hair level. I'm just gonna start at the bottom like you don't know anything, because that's where I started. I didn't know anything. So you can have a hair level all the way black, which is a 1, or blonde, which is a 10. Everyone lands between this 1 to 10. Everyone is on this spectrum somewhere. So I was about a level 3 or 4, and I wanted to get to a level 10. To clarify, there is a level 11 and 12, but those are like the platinum blonde. Like, they're not really natural colors that you're born with. I mean, you might have them as a child, but most adults don't have white platinum hair unless their hair has lost its pigment, right? Okay, so 1 to 10, you're on the scale somewhere. I was a 4. I might have even been a 3, which meant I had to jump 6 levels. Now let's talk about hair health. I had virgin, untampered with hair that I rarely blow dried or heat tooled. My hair was incredibly, incredibly healthy. So I had a lot of wiggle room when I decided I want to do this. If your hair is not as healthy as mine, you might not be able to do as much as I did. But the point is, you have to kind of take this information and see how it works for you, because maybe your hair is not as healthy as mine, but maybe you're not a level 4 trying to get to a 10. Maybe you're just a level 8 trying to get to a 10. Well, then you're probably going to be fine. So just kind of take all this information with a grain of salt, do your own research, and make whatever choice is best for your hair. If your hair is healthy, then you can go to a salon and they can fix it at any time. Although color correcting is more expensive. So I'm not saying it's easy to do, I'm saying it's something that they can do. So day 1, my first bleach job, I lifted my hair 3 to 4 levels. So my hair was between a 7 and an 8. You know, my lighter hair was as light as an 8, but my darker, my low lights in my hair were about a 7. So I used this the first time. It's the Nutrice Garnier Ultra Color Maximum Lightening Cream in color PL2. I cannot confirm or deny if this is a good product because I did not use it correctly. There are 3 ingredients in this and I left one out. I didn't add the lightening cream. I knew I was supposed to add the lightening cream. I read the directions like 4 times and then I just had like total pregnant brain. I just didn't add it. Now it ended up being a blessing in disguise because I believe there was ammonia in the lightening cream. It actually says it's ammonium hydroxide. I don't know if that is ammonia. I'm just, ammonium sounds like it's probably ammonia based at least, right? So I was actually kind of happy that I did not use this properly and didn't sit in ammonia for 40 minutes because I'm pregnant. So I left the bleaching powder and the developer on my hair for 40 minutes, lifted it 3-ish levels, and got myself to about a level 7, 8. Then I immediately put my hair in a hair mask for 48 hours, kept it in, slept in it, everything, kept adding more. So my hair mask was just a salve that I use for essential oils. I get it from a friend of mine who makes it, and it is like coconut oil, jojoba oil, argan oil, but lots of good stuff. So I left this in my hair and waited 48 hours. So then on day 3, I did decide to bleach my hair again. This was probably not wise, but I washed the oil out of my hair, and I did a strand test. And I think that I did one after both bleachings. I will insert whatever I have for you. But I did a strand test and I felt like my hair was still really healthy. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it one more time. I also called Garnier and talked to someone and was like, hey, I left out the lightening cream. Would you say I could try it again? Or would you say I should wait a week? Or what, you know, what would be their advice? Knowing you have to take it with a grain of salt because they're not experts, they're just customer service people at Garnier, right? So they told me to wait 48 hours and do it again, and that's what I had planned to do. Except when I went through all their ingredients and realized there was ammonia, I knew I had to get an ammonia-free product. So for the second bleach, which took place on still healthy hair at day 3, I used the L'Oreal Feria Absolute Platinum Advanced Lightening System in Extreme Platinum. Now this says it will lighten up to 7 levels. I'm sure it could lighten up to 7 levels, but honestly, it's unreasonable from the research I've done to expect your hair to lighten more than about 3 levels at a time. So again, this is what I used. And I used all of the different ingredients. I followed the directions, I did it correctly. And I got my hair from a 7-8 to an 8-9. Now I was aware that bleaching my hair so close together, I might not get the same impact of results as I did the first time. I don't think it's because this is a lesser product. I think that you could use either of these and you're gonna have the same amount of lightening on your hair. Like they're gonna be fine. So whatever you want. This one doesn't have ammonia in it. If you're pregnant, go with this one. So then my hair was like an 8-9. Now here's the thing. I had purchased 20 Developer and T18 and T11 from Wella. So the intention was that I would bleach my hair to a level 9 or up, 9, 10, and then I would use this toner for that hair level and my hair would turn out flawless. The thing is, I didn't get to a level 9, 10. I just got to a level 9 and some of my strands were still a level 8, and this is not the toner I needed anymore. I also didn't get the T11. I'm sure Sally's is trying really hard, but it didn't come in my shipment. So there's that. So I only had the T18 to work with, and I just was impatient and I didn't want to wait a whole nother week because at this point, the next day, you know, I had looked like this for longer than I wanted to look like I had looked. So I did another strand test, and if my strand test after the second bleaching had been bad, I would not have risked using this 20 Developer on my hair. I would have just done a demi-permanent hair color within that level, and so that my hair looked nice, and I would have left it at a level 8, 9 blonde for a month before I decided to go lighter again, if I decided to go lighter. In an ideal world, if we weren't quarantined, that is what I would have done. That was the wisest thing to do. However, we are quarantined, it's not a perfect world, and that's not what I did. So because I had this, I used it and it didn't work really well, simply because it wasn't what I needed. After doing further research, I probably would have gone with the T28, which from what I understand, you can use on a level 9 hair, but it will start working by about level 8. So it probably would have been a safer bet. So yeah, I should have used that. Also, if you were looking at toners to tone your hair, pick a brand, study that brand, and stick with it, because there's so much information out there. I mean, I did so much research on the Wella brand, and then I started looking at other brands, and it was just confusing. You know, they use different numbers, they use different systems. Pick one brand and do your research on one brand so that you don't get confused doing all of this research and end up with the wrong product. That way you could just be more confident in your choices. So that's where I am. That's what I did. From here, this is not the color that I wanted. I wanted it a little bit more ashy. I definitely didn't want it this yellow. I would say my hair is probably a level 9, but maybe a level 8. I don't have a trained eye. But even after toning, I've still got a lot of yellow, and you can see kind of in the middle here, that's not a shadow. It is more kind of an orange tone there. So we talked about hair levels and deciding how far you have to jump and how far you can jump after going through and considering how healthy your hair is. And then I shared the processes that I did, and hopefully I included strand tests. Now let's go over troubleshooting. These are just things I would have done better if I could do it over again. One would be to not expect I would get to a level 10 and buy the toner ahead of time. I would have done what was appropriate for my hair health and hair level, and then like I said, I would have stopped with a demi-permanent and left it for a month. That is what I should have done. Now I could get the T28 and do my hair again, but I don't want to use 20 developer on my hair. It's maxed out and I don't want to risk it. Some other options are you could get like a gloss. Like I know at Target they've got like the Kristen S gloss, and I'm considering using that, but they do say to wait 14 days, so I want to at least do what the directions say and not push my hair anymore. Another option is like the rinse outs. There's a Fanciful. I haven't used it, but I've done a lot of research on that, and I think I'm okay with my hair color. But if I wasn't, and it was so like brittle and damaged that I couldn't do anything with it, the Fanciful is just, you put it into towel dried hair, almost like a styling product. You can get it in a mousse, so it's a little easier to work with, or you can get it in a liquid and kind of do it in the shower when you get out of the shower. And it is a temporary dye that will make your hair look gorgeous until your next wash, and there's no developer, no activator, nothing like that, so you're not going to damage your hair at all, and it's a really great way to let your hair breathe. And yeah, I think that's it. So for me, this took 2 bleaches and then a 20 developer with a T18 toner for me to go from a level 4 to a level 9-ish, 8, 9. So troubleshooting, I would say definitely do your research on your toner and pick the appropriate toner. If you can't have a 20 developer in your hair because it's too damaged, go with a demi-permanent and try and get away with a 10 developer. If your hair is so damaged that you don't even want to put a 10 on it, which is where I am, let me just do a strand test right now to show you where I am. Then you can do a rinse aid. So there you can kind of see the quality of my hair health after doing 2 bleach jobs and a 20% developing tone job. All right guys, so that is it for this video. I hope it gave you some good information and maybe some good visuals of like, what does a level 7 hair look like? What does a level 9 hair look like? Will it work if I use this toner? Will it tone out these colors? Can I bleach my hair again? Is it healthy enough? You know, those were all questions I had to do a lot of research to get the answers to. My one bit of advice, like I said earlier, is focus on hair health. As long as you keep your hair healthy, you really can't go wrong. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful in some way. And subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Look out for some DIY videos coming soon because I did rip the tile out of my children's bedroom this morning. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. It's gonna look great. I'm really excited. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Bye.